Remember that foolish individual, Abdur Rahman Hassan, had a debate with the takfiri. They brought along a takfiri, a guy who says Makkah is a land of kufr and Medina is a land of kufr and everywhere is a land of kufr and they're all kuffar, etc., etc. They brought this guy along, and this individual who was claiming to be Salafi, etc., that's what he was claiming. He sat down and this other takfiri sat down and they made a big debate, put it on YouTube, everything, thousands of views. Afterwards, some people, they said, we weren't sure. We came to have a look, see who's going to be right, who's going to be wrong. And they were talking about ISIS. Is ISIS okay? Is it not okay? All this debate. Obviously, one of them trying to refute ISIS, the other one trying to defend ISIS. Some people afterwards left and they made comments on the YouTube video. They uploaded it, all this debate. Some common people put comments up saying, I went to this debate not really knowing, I didn't know what was going on about all this takfir and ISIS and everything and khilafah. What's the truth? Is it right? Is it wrong? I didn't know. So I went along to this debate. They're writing these comments on the YouTube. And they said, to be honest, I've come away more inclined to the takfiri guy. That he was bringing some decent points about the khilafah and the narrations about the khilafah. And why can't this be a khilafah? And Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi and everything else. They rule by Islam, don't they? They grow their beards, they tell everybody, mosque, everything. It's a khilafah. Some people came out of that debate more confused about ISIS than they went in. So this is one of the issues of this type of da'wah. You go there and you're going to put your points across, but at the same time, you are giving this innovator a blatant platform to share all of his innovations. You think you're going to refute everything he says, and you're going to convince everyone. But how do you know? You're not Shaykh al-Islam, you're not some big scholar. He may bring points you're not able to refute, and that's exactly what happened with that foolish individual, Abdur Rahman Hassan, when he tried to do that. The takfiri came with points and points and points, he couldn't refute them, didn't know how to refute them. So people went away afterwards thinking, you know, that takfiri had good points. What he was saying about the khilafah and ISIS and everything, defending them, he had some good points. There were no refutations against those points. So da'wah is not done in this way. We don't give a platform to an innovator. We're not going to say on a Sunday night, tomorrow we're going to bring a Sufi. He can talk and give you all da'wah as well. And I will talk and I will refute him. How do you know you'll refute everything? Maybe some people will go away, doubts in their head. He was saying some stuff, you know, the other one didn't really give a good refutation against it. Those ideas seem to be okay. So this type of big public debate against the mushrikeen or against the Buddhist or against the Christian or the Jew, these big public debates, it is not from the way of the Sunnah to give da'wah like that. Yes, many people may be convinced by the Muslim and may become Muslim, and that's what they tell you. So many people accepted Islam after the debate. But what about some of the Muslims who maybe ended up going the other way? One or two Muslims or a few doubts in their head afterwards. They won't tell you that. They won't ever tell you about that happening. But that's why these big public debates and these big events are not the way of the Sunnah. And everybody knows that there are some famous people who do these types of things. There used to be Ahmed Didat, who has now passed away, and so his affair is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is now Zakir Naik, who does the same type of thing, has the big public debates with the Hindus and Christians and whatever else. This type of thing is not really the basis of da'wah. All of those thousands of Muslims who are there, they won't even know what these 10 nullifiers of Islam are. But they're going to go and listen to this debate, and they're going to listen to the Hindu, and they're going to listen to the Sikh, and they're going to listen to the Christian, whoever it is, and they don't even know about their own religion or what the nullifiers of their own religion are yet. This is the problem. They don't know about the prayer. We were studying before the book about prayer. They don't even know all the sunnah about how to pray properly, and they are watching a debate about Islam against Christianity or Islam against Hinduism. And they don't even know about Islam properly themselves. They don't even know about these 10 nullifiers of Islam. They won't. Those 10,000 people who go to the debate, do a survey from all 10,000 people. What are the 5 or 6 nullifiers of Islam? They say, okay, shirk, magic. They'll mention 2 or 3. Do they know all of these nullifiers of Islam? Various things. Never studied it in their lives. But they go to those events because it is an event. It is entertainment. We will watch the debate between the Muslim scholar and the Hindu scholar. And they haven't even ever studied their religion themselves. Even the Muslim scholar, all these things that he's saying, they don't even understand half of them. They've never studied them. He's going to quote ayat and say this ayah proves this and proves that. They've never studied these things, never sat down and gone through books. So it is not this way. The sunnah does not tell you to have these big public debates and big public discussions and bring the common people in there to listen to these other individuals who you give the platform to, the people of shirk and the people of bid'ah and whoever they might be. That is not the way of the da'wah, and you don't find this sunnah ever to be a sunnah. This way to ever be a sunnah. You don't find the salaf doing this in their practice, in having big public debates. So the point of that, the Shaykh here says, if that was ever gonna happen, that would be down to the ruler to decide how it happens.